Money Talks is sponsored by Astound Broadband, powered by Grande.
Many of us have had a really hard time with inflation. We just can't seem to get ahead. And when you retire someday, the cost of everything is going to be even more. We know that. So when it comes to retirement, income, and your nest egg, what do you really need? Well, we talk it over tonight in an all-new Money Talks. This is just a sad fact of life. With people living longer and longer, you may have to face the reality of actually outliving your money someday.
Big risk when saving for retirement is underestimating how much you need to have saved total, the size of your nest egg. A lot of people don't spend time paying attention to how much they should put away each year, much less what that ultimate goal is that they should have saved by the time they retire.
Like anything in life, certified financial planner Neil Vanoy says you need to start with a plan.
A good way to figure out how much you need to save is you start by finding how much you spend now. Then you want to take out things that you're not going to have in retirement, say expenses related to your job, any retirement savings you put away, maybe some expenses for your kids. But then you also want to add in things that you don't have now, like more vacation or maybe more travel with your kids to see your grandkids and those things. That's going to give you an idea of how much you'd need to spend in your first year of retirement.
The amount of money you need can actually all be worked out mathematically.
Withdrawals from your nest egg will be needed to cover your spending in retirement. What you should do is figure out what you'll need to spend and then subtract things like Social Security, pension, any income you might have from a rental property, and then you'll find that gap that you need to cover with your nest egg. For example, let's say you find out you need $60,000 in spending in retirement and you think you'll get $25,000 from Social Security. That leaves a gap of $35,000 per year that you need to make up for with your nest egg. To get a rough idea of how large that nest egg needs to be, multiply that $35,000 gap by 25, and that gets you to $875,000, assuming you'll spend around 4% of that per year, that 4% withdrawal rate that a lot of financial planners talk about. If you're more conservative like me, you might want to save more like 30 times of that gap to get you spending closer to, say, 3.3% instead of 4%. In that case, a $35,000 gap would be a little over $1 million that you need to save in your nest egg.
And remember, whatever you are living on today will flat out be more expensive in the future. This is just a fact of life.
So keep in mind that as you're saving for retirement, as you're working toward that nest egg that you need, that number will increase generally by around 3% per year on average historically. So when you're saving, make sure that the amount of money you save, you can increase it with inflation each year to get to that higher nest egg amount that's also going to be increasing with inflation.
And remember, the number of retired workers receiving Social Security benefits increased from approximately 34.59 million back in 2010 to 50.15 million in 2023. This figure has increased at the same rate year on year over the past decade and is likely to continue well into the future.